Thank you, Dr. Brim, for seeing me on so short notice. You came very highly recommended by my friend Heidi, who calls you the miracle worker.
Christine, I'm not one who likes to rest on formality, so please call me Alistair. I simply supply my patients with choices. In the end, they decide which path is best for them.
Well, Doctor, or Alistair, shall I say, I've been modeling for the last 13 years, and recently have found myself conflicted over some dark thoughts or emotions. I'm not quite sure how to phrase this.
Try, Christine.
You know, I've been extremely lucky from the beginning. I've been sought for big clothing campaigns and beauty campaigns. It's been really good. And maybe you've seen my face on some billboard or magazines at some point. I know, that sounded very conceited. I'm sorry.
Not at all, Christine. And in fact, you do look very familiar. Did you ever do a shoot for Readers Monthly? I seem to recall a model who looked remarkably like yourself in the December 2009 issue. She was wearing a red petticoat and reading a book on a park bench.
My God, that's true. But that was, I don't know, like 5 years ago. How do you recall this?
Let's just say I have somewhat of a photographic memory. Besides, yours is a difficult face to forget. I believe you were born to shine, Christine. That's why, after all, through your own admission, you're everywhere, my dear.
Well, thank you. That's very flattering. But I need to get to the root of this problem. I've been having some dark thoughts.
Dark thoughts?
Uh-huh.
Go on.
As I was telling you, I've been with Wonder Management. I feel I've helped them become who they are right now. I felt I was always treated like a queen, you know, and I've really enjoyed this success with them. And everything was going well until recently there's this new girl, Eve, model. So basically they've been giving her more castings and better jobs.
Doesn't seem fair, does it? The woman who helps add the prestige, make the company what it is, not to mention make them all very rich individuals, subtly being pushed aside.
And I've been faithful. My whole career has been spent with them. And I think I deserve a little more respect than they're showing me right now.
Yes, yes, Christine, you do.
Thank you. You know, when I came here, I was a little worried that maybe you would think I'm a little spoiled, maybe, and I should be more grateful. And I am grateful. But, you know...
Christine, when someone's been wronged, I always stand on the side of justice. And in my eyes, they should feel grateful to have you.
Thank you. But I haven't told you the worst, and you might think less of me after that. Those daydreams I have are more like nightmares.
Go on, Christine. Say it.
We were shooting in Morocco on the rooftop of a beautiful palace overlooking, you know, a gorgeous valley and all that, and my hands were shaking. And all I could think about was, I know it's awful, but if I pushed it off, then I'd be free, and then I'd be like the star of my agency again. I know it is completely wrong and awful.
Morally, what you're describing is what most would consider wrong. But are the emotions tied into what you're saying wrong? Is you wanting validation for all your hard work wrong? Life isn't always black and white, Christine. Quite often we live in shades of gray, wouldn't you agree?
I know in my heart she's not at fault. She should not be blamed for wanting to have a career like me. Oh, it's crazy. You won't believe this, but actually she's staying at my place tomorrow night. Her apartment is being painted. She doesn't have family and friends, so she asked me if that would be okay to stay at my place, and I thought that was a little awkward to say no, so I accepted, but I don't think I should.
Before we make any definitive decisions here, I'd like to try hypnosis. With your permission, of course. I think you'll find some tremendous clarity afterward.
Well, if you think that's beneficial, I mean, I'm willing to try anything at this point, so...
Very good, Christine. Very good. I'd like you to focus on this object and concentrate on the sound of my voice. That's it. Keep focusing. Keep concentrating on the sound of my voice. Very good, Christine. We're going to go on a very long journey together. I want you to concentrate on the sound of my voice. That's it. Breathe deep. Very good, Christine. You're falling deeper and deeper into my trance. You're now in a much more relaxed state. And I want you to recall the last dream you had about your friend, Eve.
We were on the beach and we were wearing matching white bikinis. And I don't like it when they dress her like me. I want to rip that bikini off her.
What do you want to do to her on the beach?
I want to hurt her. I want to choke her. I want to see her own blood staining that white bikini of hers. This is awful. This is awful. I'm evil. Alistair, help me.
She's a worthless soul created by a hypocritical god. She has no right to live. She's trying to ruin the life path you created for yourself.
But I need to forgive her.
You have that right. Or you could take this knife that I place on the table and slit her throat with it as she sleeps under your roof tonight. All your problems gone in an instant. Use the impulses within you, Christine. Don't think, just react.
I'd be free from her and I'd be at peace and I would be the star of the agency again. But I don't know if I can do that.
You choose your own destiny. Do you want to live morally just and watch everything you've worked so hard for fall apart? Or do you want to be free of this vermin in your life and be the star again? When I count to 3, you will awaken. 1, 2. How do you feel, Christine?
I don't know. I feel a little empty but peaceful. I feel like, I don't know, like I have the answer to a question I don't remember asking, if that makes any sense.
Yes. Yes, it does,
okay.
Christine, and I think we've made some wonderful progress here, but I'm afraid we are getting a little short on time. I'll be very anxious to pick up where we left off next week.
Okay. Thank you. You know, I really feel like a big weight has been lifting off my shoulders. Thank you.
Excellent. I'll just go confer with Janice. We'll set you up with the same time next week.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Maybe I'm not good enough to love, and one day you'll walk out the door and say that you can't take it anymore. How come our biggest fears always come true?
You're all set for next week, Christine.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and I hope your evening with Eve tonight brings you tremendous clarity.
Thank you. I think it will. Okay. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Every time I start to laugh, I sigh, each alone just waiting for goodbye. Every insecurity I hide shines a light. The flood
And here's the good choice.
of my arc of self-sabotage.